Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych has offered to set up a cross-party commission to find solutions to Ukraine's long-running political crisis. The offer follows another wave of violence which erupted after a group of non-radicals attempted to march on parliament. We have more in this report.
Protesters continued drumming on metal barrels in sub-freezing temperatures in the center of Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, Monday. Burned out cars and other signs of destruction attest to the overnight violence which took place. The actions appear to have been launched by well-known groups of radicals, not the opposition.
We have not slept for even 5 minutes. Now we don't know what to do. The opposition also does not know what to do, but we will defend ourselves.
On Sunday evening, flames from buses set ablaze lit up the night sky. Protesters hurled stones at police and tear gas clouded the air. The confrontations broke out after a massive rally called for by the opposition. Several hundred protesters tried to get around a roadblock to reach Parliament. Close to 200 people were wounded, half police officers. In response to this outbreak of violence, the United States appealed for calm and threatened eventual sanctions. During the evening, President Viktor Yanukovych promised to create a commission with representatives of the opposition to put an end to the political crisis.
A few minutes ago, I received a phone call from President Viktor Yanukovych. They are declaring that they are willing to start a negotiation process.
The president's decision to turn his back on the European Union galvanized the opposition. An economic agreement was signed with Russia, which allowed the country to avoid bankruptcy, but was a blow to the opposition's mobilization. The Ukrainian parliament recently adopted laws toughening sanctions against the protesters. Some are complaining about the shortcomings of the mainstream protest movement, which has so far failed to offer a major challenge to Yanukovych. 20,000 people protested Sunday against the government.
Well, we now take our second break. Welcome back, and over now to sports. The 2014 Gambia Football Federation First Division League got underway at the weekend, with Steve Biko, the reigning champions, suffering an opening day defeat in their title defense, losing 1-0 to the Gambia Armed Forces. Momodu S. Jallo has been following the start of the new football and brings us up to date with all the week one results. But first, details of Armed Forces win over Steve Biko.
Defense suffered an opening day defeat after losing 1-0 to Armed Forces in week 1 of the 2014 Gambia Football Federation's First Division League season. Emil Sambu's second half strike was enough to secure the Armed Forces all 3 points in day 1 of the new league season in a highly contested match at the Banjul Mini Stadium. The champion Steve Biko fielded in a familiar lineup from the side that won the title last season, with just few notable absentees such as their last season top scorer Usman Mane, who is in the Netherlands on trials, whilst Armed Forces made several changes from their last season squad, fielding a relatively young side. One of the new faces in the new-look Armed Forces side was Sekou Jatta, regarded as one of the best young talents in Gambian football. The highly rated young centre-back was making his debut appearance in the First Division, having joined the Armed Forces following a successful Northern season with Falcons Football Club in Serekunda East. Steve Biko got off to a bright start, knocking the ball around comfortably, trying to impose their authority on the game. But it was Armed Forces who came very close to scoring in the 15th minute. A neat interchange of passes between their forwards beautifully set up Samba Kujabi, who failed to score from inside the 6-yard box. Moments later, the Khaki boys came very close when they again unlocked the Biko defense, but Siaka's second effort on goal lacked any real power, and his shot was calmly collected by Musa Toure. The Giant Killers also had their chances at the other end, but equally lacked the cutting edge to find the target. The first period ended goalless, a well-contested first 45 minutes from both sides, it must be said, but without goals though. Play resumed in the second period with the two sides remain unchanged, and 7 minutes after the restart, Armed Forces broke the deadlock. Omar Joub did very well to dispossess the ball. In the process, he was fouled, but the central referee brilliantly allowed the advantage, and the ball was played onto the path of Emil Sambu, and the striker kept his composure to calmly finish from close range, giving Armed Forces the lead. A couple of minutes later, because Mamadou Jallow was nearly forced into conceding an own goal, but he was relieved to see his clearance hit the crossbar. Very lucky for the Bakau-based club. The champions mounted a spirited fight back, creating some decent chances. Sekou Jawara's brilliant free kick was equally met with a brilliant save by Omar Choi. Armed Forces held on to secure a vital win over the champions, much to the delight of their under-pressure coach LRC, who, together with the High Command, saluted the performance of their team. Despite losing his first match of the campaign, Steve Biko's Abdoulaye Bojang remains positive about his side's title defense. There were also opening day victories for Real de Banjul, who beat Gambia Ports Authority 2-1. Banjul United were 1-0 winners over Hawks. Interior defeated Sangwa 1-0, whilst Walidan's return to the top tier of Gambian football was not all rosy for the country's most successful club, as they were beaten 1-0 by Bakau United. But the game of week 1 was at the Boxbar Mini Stadium, where a 5-goal thriller saw Gamtel coming from behind twice to beat Brikama United 3-2 in their own backyard. Mohamed Jallow, GRT Sports.
From sports, we now take a look at the weather report courtesy of the Central Forecast Office.
The source assures us of a continuous flow, and from there, everything follows. And for those of us who know what the River Gambia stands for, understanding its sustainability in all aspects of life is easily confirmed. The River Gambia provides nutritious delicacies as food, while it provides its wildlife a balanced ecosystem. This river, as a sanctuary, is committed to its inhabitants' needs without season. And as you travel along, all these values are replicated in one company, Elton. Just like the River Gambia, leads in its commitment to values that matter most. Elton, championing the vision for a new generation.
Hello viewers and welcome to Weather Forecast. For today we had a clear sky, sunny and a warm afternoon. The satellite picture indicates convective clouds over parts of Central and Southern Africa, also over Madagascar. These clouds will eventually give rain and thunderstorm over affected areas, as over the Gambia and Senegal remain completely clear. For tonight, it will be cool and occasionally breezy over the coastal areas, and this condition is expected to persist until tomorrow in the morning, then becoming sunny and warm in the afternoon across the country. The wind flow will be northeasterly over the whole country, and the speed will range from 10 to 20 kilometers per hour. Minimum temperatures will be 15 degrees Celsius over most parts of the country, with 14 degrees over North Bank region, and the upper river will record 16 degrees Celsius. Maximum temperatures will be 30 degrees Celsius over Greater Banjul area, 33 over West Coast and the North Bank regions, 34 over Lower River, and the Central River as Upper River will record 35 degrees Celsius. Low tides will be 0.4 meter at 6:35 in the morning, and the 0.4 meter at 6:58 in the evening. High tides of 1.7 meters at 12:35 in the morning, and the 1.4 meters at 12:53 in the afternoon. For the international forecast, Conakry will record 32 degrees Celsius with sunny conditions, as Abidjan will be rainy with thunderstorms, and also will record 30 degrees Celsius. Accra will record 31 degrees Celsius with partly cloudy conditions, as Birmingham will record 6 degrees Celsius with rainy conditions. Stockholm will record -3 degrees Celsius.